Daily heavenly manna, August 17th, quench not the spirit. 1 Thessalonians 5:19. The Spirit of the Lord amongst his people is compared to a flame of sacred love for the Lord and all connected with his cause. This flame is enkindled through the divine message in each one individually when begotten of the Holy Spirit, and appertains, therefore, to the Church collectively under the guidance of that Spirit. In proportion as the Church grows in knowledge and in love and in fellowship with the Lord, this flame of sacred love will make it a light in the world, a city set on a hill, which cannot be hid. Reprint 3137.
Okay, let's get into it. For this deep dive, we're looking at a really potent phrase, quench not the spirit. Comes straight from 1 Thessalonians 5:1.
Yeah.
And, our goal today is to really dig into what that means using this fascinating source we've got.
Yeah, and what's really interesting about the text we're using here, it's called Reprint 3137, a historical commentary looking closely at these scriptures, is how it sets it up.
How so?
Well, it doesn't just present it as a rule, like don't do this. It frames it using this powerful metaphor. It talks about an inner force.
Inner force?
Right, something internal that's meant to kind of transform and show up outwardly. It's dynamic.
Okay, dynamic. I like that. A living metaphor almost.
Mm-hmm.
So this inner force,
Mm-hmm.
what's the core comparison the source makes? What image does it give us?
It's quite vivid, actually. The source, Reprint 3137, compares the Spirit of the Lord amongst his people, that force, to a flame of sacred love.
A flame, okay. Sacred love.
Yeah, think of it like a deep warmth, a passion, not just for God, but for everything tied to his cause, his truth. And it says this flame gets ignited or enkindled inside each person individually.
Individually first.
Through the divine message, it says. Specifically, it mentions when someone is begotten of the Holy Spirit. So it's like that personal, spiritual spark catching fire inside.
Huh. So it really begins deep inside, personally. That makes sense. But the source doesn't stop there, does it? It seems to paint a bigger picture.
Exactly. It connects the dots. This personal flame, once it's lit, the source emphasizes it, then appertains, therefore, to the church collectively.
Ah, okay. So it's not just my flame.
Right. It becomes part of something bigger. It belongs to the community, the collective, what the text calls the church, guided by that same Spirit. It's meant to be shared, to grow together.
Guided by the Spirit. And what happens then? As this collective flame, this shared love, grows, because quench not sounds like a warning. What's the risk if we do quench it?
Well, yeah, that's the flip side. If it's stifled, through maybe apathy or focusing inward too much, losing that connection to sacred love, then that potential just fizzles out. It's quenched. But if it's nurtured, if the community, the church, as the source says, grows in knowledge and in love and in fellowship with the Lord,
Then what?
then that shared flame of sacred love transforms the whole group. It becomes, and this is a direct quote, a light in the world, a city set on a hill which cannot be hid.
Wow. A city set on a hill. That's powerful imagery.
Oh, whoa.
Visible, undeniable almost.
Exactly. A beacon, something that clearly shows wisdom, love, purpose, something you just can't miss.
Okay, a light for the world.
Yes.
So thinking about all this,
Mm.
what does it really mean for you listening? All right, let's just quickly recap this deep dive on Quench Not the Spirit. We saw how our source text reveals it's not just about, some internal feeling.
Right.
It starts as that personal flame of sacred love being kindled inside, yes, but then it grows, it connects.
And ideally becomes this collective light, this unmissable light in the world.
Yeah, that city on a hill.
Which really brings us to a final thought for you, our listener. How do you actually identify and, maybe more importantly, nurture your own inner flame, that core drive or purpose? What does it mean in your life practically to not quench that spirit, that drive for what you see as good or true?
Yeah.
And maybe think about how letting that burn brightly, not quenching it, could allow you, or maybe your community, your group, to shine, to be that visible light like the city we talked about.
A lot to reflect on there. Really appreciate you joining us for this deep dive.
Good talking through it.
Until next time.